Hey, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to our Jacob's Clash episode. And we are in one of the most exciting times ever in Clash of Clans history. I actually can't wait to talk about this. But if you guys haven't seen already, maybe I'm breaking the news to some of you. Clash of Clans is getting an awesome new feature that isn't just for Town Hall 16 players. Hopefully that update's coming tomorrow. But all the way from Town Hall, I believe 7 or 8, whenever you unlock your Barbarian King, all the way up to, Town Hall 16. And that is this hero equipment stuff right here. I'm going to just tell you a little bit about my thoughts about the whole thing. And when the update drops, it's going to be awesome. And I will be live streaming, obviously, sometime that day. So hope to see you guys there. But let's just get right into it. So first things first, what are these hero equipment? What are they, pretty much? So hero equipment basically is, it's broken down. Your hero abilities are now broken down into parts. So for example, your king, your Barbarian King, his passive ability has broken into two separate parts. His raged ability, where he basically, gets the raged effect and regains some HP. And then the voodoo doll right here represents the barbarians basically spawning with him. Now, instead of that, you can. It is important to note you can have two, as we can see up here. There are two more abilities that you can use. So that is this vampire sash thing right here. It is very, very cool. Basically, every single time your Barbarian King hits a defense or wall or literally anything, he will regen HP. So he basically just has a little bit more sustain, where if you are using him as a tank, as he is intended, he will stay alive a lot longer. It's important to note, though, obviously, if you use this Vampire Sash, you would have to take away one of the two prior abilities. And I think it is also important to note, it's going to be a tougher decision than you think, right? Because a lot of people, I think, including myself, I'm like, why in the world would I ever use the spawning of the barbarians, right? That seems kind of useless. But what they've done is they've basically tied the HP and regen capabilities that you receive from that within that ability. So there are pros and cons to everything. This next ability that I want to talk about are these Earthquake Boots. So Earthquake Boots, basically it is an ability kind of like that you have to click, and it will use the Earthquake effect in a pretty large radius, to be honest, and it will automatically not unlock, but destroy the walls and give your king access to more of the base. So what I love about this is there's just going to be theory crafting with every strategy, and I think it'll pretty much make every single strategy viable, because I may attack differently than someone else may attack, and I might want to use the Earthquake Boots, because I don't know. It's going to be pretty sweet. Another important thing to note is, how are you going to upgrade these things? As we can see at the bottom of the screen right here, there are these blue orbs, these purple orbs, and gold orbs. I know they have specific names. I frankly forgot them. But basically, you receive these orbs through Clan Wars, which Clan Wars might see a resurgence. I know me, for example, and my clan have pretty much stopped doing Clan Wars just because, well, we're just always upgrading our heroes, and there was really no point for getting just loot. But because this is one of the only ways of receiving these orbs to upgrade these abilities, we're, as a clan, going to start doing wars again. So I think that is a good incentive and strategy by Clash of Clans to pretty much get players to participate in one of the core parts of the game. Another way to receive these orbs is by completing your star bonus every single day. The higher league you are in, the more orbs you will receive. So I think that is pretty cool. Another awesome thing about that is there is no time whatsoever. Clash of Clans and people complain all the time about how long the game takes. Oh my gosh, this it takes 4 days. This takes 5 days. At the higher levels, this takes 2 weeks. Don't have to worry about that anymore. At least with this. And what I like about it is more people can upgrade these abilities quicker, and they will be able to theory craft more and more. Also, the abilities that you are currently at. So, for example, the raged ability and the barbarian ability, we already have that, right? So, they're not going to start us at level 1. They are going to give us level 15 or say whatever hero level you're at. It'll give you the equal stat level. So, your heroes will stay the same strength. They can only get better from this update. So, I actually think it's pretty much a buff throughout, because it does just give you more flexibility. Now that we've pretty much talked all about that, let's go to the Archer Queen. A very cool ability is this giant archer arrow. It's insane, right? Basically, I'm sure you've seen other people's videos on it, and we'll be testing it ourselves soon. But basically, you pop the ability with the Archer Queen with the arrow, and it basically goes through the entire map. And if the buildings are low HP, it can destroy pretty much any building, right? The best use case I've seen is with air attacks, and if you can line up that arrow, and people love their symmetrical bases, you can destroy 2 air defenses at once, which is, well, crazy, right? With one hero ability. It's also important to note, right? You have some pretty crucial abilities already here. Your queen goes invisible with one of the abilities. I'm not sure if you're ever going to want to take that away. People are probably going to theorycraft and find a method that, well, they like and doesn't use the invisibility, but I find it hard to not use the invisibility, right? Because that's pretty much a second chance with your heroes. The other voodoo doll is pretty much the same as the barbarians. It spawns a load of archers, and again, it does tie in some of the HP and regen capabilities of the queen, so that's why you may want to keep that one around. And finally, this one right here is the healer healer ability. It spawns 3 healers that heal your queen, right? I don't really know how to describe that further. So it basically allows you to queen walk without bringing healers, so that's pretty cool. I'm sure people are going to find some crazy strategies along with that. Again, for me, I think I'm primarily going to be using this invisibility pretty much throughout. Next, let me move my screen. You can see one of the community developers right here now. But now we're going to be talking about the Warden abilities. And I don't know which is which, but obviously you have the Tome ability, which creates the invincibility. You have the ability which basically causes the aura of effect, which increases HP and speed. And that's the stuff that's already happening, right? But now we have a rage effect, where basically within the aura, your troops receive, and heroes or whatever is in the aura, a 50% boost of what the rage spell gives. And then also we have a heal aura one, which basically acts as a ginormous heal spell. So overall, the one downfall of this update, not really downfall, right? But there is no royal champion different abilities, right? Or equipment upgrades. So it will just be that seeking shield and I guess the regen capabilities of the royal champion. But another cool part, and I think what will create basically a nice future for Clash of Clans where they can constantly keep adding things, is they basically said they are planning on adding more equipment. So could you imagine a time, maybe a year, 2 years down the line, when there's basically 6, maybe 8 equipments for every single hero? And think about how many different strategies can be basically solved, and it's going to be awesome for the game. Just because no one person is going to do the exact same thing. Because now think, we have the flexibility of all these different pets at Town Hall 15. We have the flexibility of all these different equipments. We have the flexibility of all the different strategies. It's going to be incredible to see what people can basically accomplish. And what basically I think this means is offense is going to be very easy. If you know what you're doing, obviously. I think defenders are going to have a tough time with all the flexibility that this is given. And also, if you guys remember the Clash-Oween event that, well, I personally loved, they said that epic rarity equipment will be coming out with those events in the future. And I think that is a great way to combine two things that were very positively, I think, will be positively seen by the community. So overall, I am super excited for the future of Clash of Clans. I'm excited for the Town Hall 16 update, obviously, because I haven't played my main account in a while because it's been max. But I'm also excited for all the other players that are not max because they finally have an update in the main village that they can look forward to. And again, make sure to join me the day when the update launches because we'll be trying all this out live on stream along with playing Town Hall 16 for the first time ever. So if you guys have enjoyed, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Tell me your thoughts in the comments and what ability you are most excited for in this next update. I've been Jacob. As always, have a great day. Goodbye.